The man who cannot control his reactions is a puppet. Anyone can pull his strings. Anyone can manipulate his emotions. He is predictable, exploitable, weak. But the man who masters indifference is untouchable. You can insult him, and he will look at you as if you are speaking a foreign language. You can betray him, and he will remove you from his life without drama. He does not need to prove anything, because his power is internal. This discipline is not natural. It must be forged through repetition, through failure, through constant self-correction. There will be days you slip. There will be moments when emotion wins. But each time you regain control, you grow stronger. Each time you choose silence over reaction, you add another layer to your armor. Eventually, nothing penetrates it. Power dynamics and social chess, controlling the game without moving. Every human interaction is a chess game. Most people do not realize they are playing. They move impulsively, emotionally, without strategy. They react to every attack. They defend every square, and they lose. The master of power understands this. The greatest moves are often no moves at all. When you ignore someone strategically, you force them to move. You place them in a position where they must approach you, explain themselves to you, seek your approval. The dynamic shifts completely. In relationships, the one who cares less holds the power. This is not cynicism. This is reality. When you stop chasing, stop explaining, stop seeking validation, you become the center of gravity. Others begin to orbit around you. In business, the man who appears unaffected by negotiation wins the negotiation. Desperation is visible. Neediness is visible. Calm indifference signals strength. It signals options. It signals that you can walk away without losing sleep. This is how fortunes are made. In social hierarchies, the one who does not seek approval rises above those who do. While others compete for attention, you stand apart. While others gossip and drown in petty conflict, you remain above the noise. People notice. People wonder. People respect what they cannot understand. This is social chess at its highest level. You do not win by capturing every piece. You win by controlling the board with minimal effort. You win by letting others exhaust themselves while you conserve energy. You win by being unreadable, unpredictable, unmanipulable. The game is always being played. The only question is this: are you the chess master or the pawn? The danger of caring too much when attention becomes your chain. Here is the trap that destroys most men. They care too much about what others think. They wake up wondering if they are liked. They go to sleep replaying conversations, dissecting every word, searching for signs of approval or rejection. This is slavery disguised as social awareness. The moment you care about the opinions of others, you hand them the keys to your mind. They can lift you with a compliment. They can destroy you with an insult. Your emotional state becomes dependent on external validation. You are no longer free. You are no longer a free man. You are a prisoner begging for scraps of approval from people who do not think about you the moment you leave the room. Machiavelli warned against this weakness. A prince who seeks to be loved by everyone will be loved by no one. A prince who fears being hated will make decisions driven by fear, not strategy. The need for approval is the death of power. Dark psychology explains why this grip is so strong. From childhood, you were trained to seek validation. Parents rewarded good behavior. Teachers praised correct answers. Society taught you to measure your worth through the eyes of others. Breaking this conditioning is one of the hardest things you will ever do, but it is necessary. The man who does not need approval cannot be controlled. You cannot bribe him with praise. You cannot threaten him with criticism. He operates from an internal compass that does not bend to popular opinion. This is real freedom. Begin by catching yourself in the act. Notice when you soften your words to please others. Notice when you hesitate because you fear judgment. Each time you notice, the chain weakens. Each time you act without seeking approval, you move closer to liberation. Caring too much is not sensitivity, it is weakness. The powerful man cares deeply about his purpose, his mission, his legacy, but he does not care at all about the opinions of those irrelevant to his path. Learn the difference, and you will break chains you did not even know you were wearing. Becoming untouchable, the final transformation. Everything you have learned leads to this moment. the philosophy, the psychology, the discipline, the strategy. All of it converges into one transformation. You are becoming untouchable. This is not arrogance. This is architecture. You are constructing a version of yourself that cannot be reached by those who seek to harm you, distract you, or control you. The untouchable man walks differently. He speaks differently. He carries a quiet authority that requires no announcement. People sense it before he says a word. There is something behind his eyes, a signal that he has seen through the illusions that trap ordinary men. He does not compete for attention. He knows attention will come to him. He does not argue with fools. He knows silence is the superior weapon. He does not chase validation. He validates himself from within. This transformation does not happen overnight. It is forged in restraint. Every time you choose not to respond, you add steel to your spine. Every time you walk away from drama, you elevate your position. Every time someone screams into the void of your indifference, you prove you are beyond their reach. The untouchable man is not cold for the sake of coldness. He is selective. He reserves warmth for those who earn it. He reserves words for moments that matter. He reserves energy for battles aligned with his purpose. Everything else receives nothing. This is the final truth of Machiavellian power. The prince who can be wounded emotionally will eventually be wounded physically. The prince who can be manipulated through approval will eventually be destroyed by those who exploit it. But the prince who needs nothing from anyone becomes unstoppable. You are not becoming heartless. You are becoming sovereign. There is a kingdom inside you that belongs to no one but yourself. Your thoughts are your territory. Your emotions are your subjects. Your attention is your gold, and you decide who enters your gates. From this day forward, you do not react. You respond only when it serves you. You do not explain. You let results speak. You do not chase. You attract by becoming someone worth chasing. This is the final transformation. This is what it means to be untouchable. The call to power. Your reign begins now. You have lived in the shadows long enough. You have given energy to people who drained you and gave nothing back. You have explained yourself to those determined to misunderstand you. You have chased validation from people incapable of validating themselves. That version of you ends tonight. The man who emerges is different. He carries the wisdom of Machiavelli in his mind and the cold precision of strategy in his heart. He understands attention is currency, and he will never spend it carelessly again. He knows silence is not weakness, but the highest expression of strength. He understands that ignoring others is not hatred. It is self-preservation and dominance. This is your awakening. This is the moment you stop being a passenger in your own life and become the driver. No more reacting like a puppet on strings. No more explaining yourself to people who have already decided. No more wasting hours on those who would not give you a minute. From this moment on, you move differently. You speak less. You observe more. You engage only when it serves your purpose. The noise of the world fades into background static. While you focus on what matters, your goals, your growth, your legacy, those who once controlled your emotions will notice the change. They will test you. They will provoke you. They will try to pull you back into their games, but you will not move. You will look at them with eyes that have seen the truth, and you will give them nothing, not anger, not frustration, not even acknowledgement. They become ghosts, trying to haunt a man who no longer believes in their existence. This is cold power psychology at its purest. This is Machiavellian mastery applied to modern life. This is the ruthless art of ignoring, and this is where your reign begins. This is what separates kings from commoners, victors from victims, legends from the forgotten. You now possess knowledge most men will never understand. Use it wisely. Use it strategically. Use it to build an empire within yourself. On no external force can ever crumble. If this message ignited something within you, leave a comment below with the words, "I am untouchable." Let the world know you have chosen power over weakness, silence over noise, sovereignty over slavery. If you found value in these words, strike the like button and show your commitment to this path. Subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications so you never miss another lesson in power, psychology, and self-mastery. Your reign begins now. Go forth and be untouchable.